The old wooden fence looked like it had survived 100 storms, but the man standing beside it looked as though he had survived even more. His hands trembled slightly as he tried to lift a broken post back into place, yet there was something painfully determined in his tired eyes that refused to surrender. I had only planned to wave as I drove past my veteran neighbor's house that quiet Saturday morning, but something inside me told me to stop. I had no idea that helping repair a simple fence would unlock a story buried for decades, or that before the sun disappeared that evening, the words he would quietly say to me would change 2 lives forever. He simply looked at me with grateful eyes and said there was someone he wanted me to meet. Before we continue, if you believe kindness still exists, if you believe every person deserves a second chance, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, leave a comment, and subscribe to Love and Destiny. Your support helps stories like this reach more hearts around the world. I had lived next door to Walter for almost 3 years. Everyone in the neighborhood knew he had served in the military many years ago, but very few people truly knew him. He kept to himself, woke before sunrise every day, trimmed his lawn with perfect precision, and always greeted everyone with a respectful smile before quietly returning inside. Children admired him from a distance, adults respected him, yet almost nobody ever crossed the invisible wall he had built around his lonely life. His wife had passed away several years earlier, and since then his home had become quieter than anyone could imagine. That Saturday morning, the strong winds from the previous night had knocked down several sections of his old fence. I noticed him struggling alone with heavy wooden boards that no elderly man should have been lifting by himself. Without thinking twice, I parked my truck, grabbed my work gloves, and walked across the yard. At first he politely insisted he could manage, but after a few minutes he accepted my help with a thankful nod that revealed more exhaustion than pride. The work itself wasn't complicated. We removed rotten posts, dug new holes, mixed concrete, and carefully aligned every board. Yet while our hands stayed busy, silence slowly transformed into conversation. Walter never spoke much about himself, but every now and then he shared small memories that painted the picture of a remarkable life. He talked about long nights spent protecting people he had never met, about friendships stronger than family, about promises made under impossible circumstances, and about returning home carrying invisible wounds no doctor could fully heal. As the afternoon sun drifted lower, I noticed an old military photograph resting on the porch table. Several young soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder, smiling with the confidence only youth can possess. Walter caught me looking at the picture and carefully wiped a layer of dust from its frame. His fingers rested gently on one face longer than the others. He didn't explain why, but I could see emotion filling his eyes. Some memories never truly grow old. The fence slowly stood tall again, stronger than before. We stepped back to admire our work, covered in dirt and sweat, but somehow both smiling. For the first time since I had known him, Walter looked genuinely peaceful. It wasn't because the fence had been repaired. It was because someone had stood beside him instead of walking past. As evening approached, Walter invited me inside for coffee. His living room was filled with carefully preserved memories. Military medals hung neatly beside faded family photographs. Every picture carried a story of sacrifice, love, or loss. One shelf held dozens of handwritten letters tied together with an old blue ribbon. Time had turned the paper yellow, but Walter had protected every single page. After a long silence, he finally told me something he had never shared with anyone in the neighborhood. During his service overseas, his closest friend had saved his life during an attack but had never returned home himself. Before that final mission, they had promised each other that whoever survived would look after the other's family. Walter had searched for years after returning home, but records had disappeared, addresses had changed, and life somehow pulled everyone in different directions. Eventually he believed he had failed the promise that mattered most. Then Walter looked directly at me and quietly repeated the words that had stayed with me since morning. There was someone he wanted me to meet. He carefully picked up an envelope from inside an old wooden drawer. It contained a recent letter from a young woman named Grace. She had been searching through military archives while learning about her late grandfather. During her research, she discovered Walter's name. She believed Walter had served beside the man who had sacrificed everything years earlier. She wanted to meet him, not because she expected money or favors, but because she wanted to know the man her grandfather had trusted with his life. Walter confessed that fear had kept him from replying. He worried that after so many years he had nothing meaningful left to offer. He wondered whether facing the family would only reopen old wounds. Looking at his trembling hands, I realized he wasn't afraid of memories. He was afraid of disappointing the last promise he had ever made. I encouraged him to answer the letter. Some promises are fulfilled not by perfection but by showing up with an honest heart. After a long pause, Walter agreed. A week later, I drove him to a small town 2 hours away. Throughout the journey he barely spoke. His eyes stayed fixed on the passing countryside while he quietly held the old photograph from his military days. When we finally arrived, a modest white house stood waiting beneath a large oak tree. Grace stepped onto the porch holding a little boy by the hand. The moment Walter saw the child, tears quietly rolled down his weathered face. The little boy looked remarkably similar to the young soldier in the old photograph. It felt as though time itself had folded for one impossible moment. Grace welcomed Walter with warmth instead of sadness. She thanked him for surviving because without survivors, families would never know the courage of those who never came home. She introduced him to her son, explaining that the little boy had always wanted to meet someone who truly knew his great-grandfather. For hours they shared photographs, letters, forgotten stories, and memories that had waited decades to be spoken aloud. Walter laughed more that afternoon than I had seen in years. The heavy burden he had carried alone slowly lifted with every conversation. He realized he had never failed his promise. Life had simply delayed the moment it could finally be completed. From that day forward, Walter became part of Grace's family. Birthdays, holidays, school events, and simple Sunday dinners replaced the endless silence that once filled his home. The lonely veteran who had quietly repaired his own fences now helped build treehouses, attended baseball games, and proudly watched a new generation grow. Watching that transformation changed something inside me too. I learned that kindness often begins with something as ordinary as offering a helping hand. We never truly know what burdens people carry behind polite smiles or closed doors. Sometimes the smallest act of compassion becomes the bridge that reconnects broken families, heals forgotten promises, and reminds someone they are not alone. If this story has touched your heart even a little, please support Love and Destiny by liking this video, sharing it with your friends and family, subscribing to the channel, and leaving your thoughts below. Your support encourages us to continue bringing stories that inspire hope, healing, and kindness. Before this story ends, please leave a comment telling us, what small act of kindness has changed your life or someone else's? We would truly love to read your story. As I looked at Walter's repaired fence weeks later, I realized it had never been about broken wood or loose nails. It had been about rebuilding something far more valuable. One quiet decision to stop and help had restored a forgotten promise, reunited generations separated by time, and reminded an aging veteran that his life still mattered. Sometimes the greatest miracles never arrive with applause or headlines. Sometimes they begin with dirty hands, an open heart, and the simple willingness to stand beside someone who thought they had to face the world alone. And perhaps that is the greatest destiny of all, that every act of kindness has the power to lead us exactly where we were always meant to be.